Shawn Ray here from Muscular Development. Make sure you guys get the January issue of Muscular Development with the giant killer, two-time Olympia 212 champion Shawn Clarita speaks. Of course, inside you'll find my 10 questions with Shawn Ray. You'll get the Q&A section in there with the Levrone report. You're going to see Kai Green talking bodybuilding. Lots of good stuff in the January issue. You want to make sure you check this one out. It previews all the highlights of what's happening in the industry, along with our sponsor, the Mutant Nation. Hey guys, if you haven't got your meal replacement, make sure you get yours at Flex Foods. This is the latest meal replacement on the market. You got 46 real food ingredients by Mutant. It's a full fiber, good fats, complete proteins, clean carbs. This is the ultimate meal replacement drink that you want to put into your diet and your rotation. If you don't have it, make sure you pick it up. Go to IamMutant.com or check us out in the latest issue of Muscular Development magazine. All right, guys, Shawn Ray here. Happy New Year. 2023 couldn't have got here any sooner. We just came off the heels of the Mr. Olympia Championships in Las Vegas only 2 short weeks ago. I'm reporting for Mutant Nation. Make sure you get your Flex Food, the latest MRP meal replacement. Check it out online. Go to IamMutant.com and get it. I was at that Mr. Olympia, and we have a new Mr. Olympia, Hadi Choopan, who was always in the conversation from day one. He's a guy that was just on the cusp, waiting for his opportunity. Lo and behold, the door opened. Big Ramy tumbled all the way from 1st to 5th, and we saw the emergence of Derek Lunsford, who was my pre-contest favorite going into the show. A year ago, when Derek Lunsford held off Shawn Clarita to win the 212 title, I knew all he has to do is come in bigger, and he's one of the best bodybuilders on the planet. He proved it in spades going into the Open, nabbing 2nd place behind Hadi Choopan. And, of course, in 3rd place, we had Nick the Mutant Walker. We knew Nick was a promise just waiting to be kept. He won the Arnold Classic Championships. He'd beaten pretty much everybody in that lineup. He moved up a couple of notches, and he is just waiting in the wings for his opportunity, and that day may come. It just didn't come this past season. And, of course, in 4th place, Mr. Olympia 2018, Brandon, Soul Brother #1. He's been there before. I think now he's a 2-time Olympia runner-up, a 4th place finalist, a 2-time Arnold Classic champion, a former Mr. Olympia. He's got a very decorated career, but he may be in the twilight of his career. And of course, rounding out the top 5, it was Big Ramy. That was a big blow for Big Ramy. No Mr. Olympia has tumbled any further than Big Ramy. Big Ramy, a 2-time former Mr. Olympia champion, tumbled down to 5th place. He took it very humbly. He wasn't in shape. He didn't bring on the wow factor. And there's some things going on in his physique that he's going to have to correct if he's going to go back and try to reclaim his title. Me personally, Big Ramy has nothing else to prove. If he left the scene of bodybuilding tomorrow, I think he'd be happy with that resume. But, sometimes losing is the best medicine. Big Ramy could come back in 2023 and upset the apple cart. But if he walked away from bodybuilding today, I think we've probably seen the best of what Big Ramy has to offer. He's got nothing else to prove. That's my humble take. But what we noticed is a couple of people absent in that top 5. William Bonac tumbled out of the top 5. Of course, we saw Hunter Labrader, who was just holding way too much water, tumble down a couple of notches. But hey, the 2022 Mr. Olympia is now in the record books. Hadi Choopan is the champion, a worthy champion. I think nobody in the audience was complaining that he actually won the title. The question is, was that the very best of Hadi Choopan? Did he peak? Is that it? We're going to find out in 2023 as the Mr. Olympia moves back to Orlando, Florida. The first week of November, write it down, November 1 through 4, Orlando, Florida. The Olympia returns to the East Coast. For Muscular Development, I'm Shawn Ray.